If you found this table in a thrift store, would you have thrifted it? It's in pretty bad shape and it's kind of nasty. But I did, I gave it a chance, and wait till you see what I did with it. After a really good cleaning, I took all that finish and dirt and stains off the top, and then the base is gonna get coated in Bonding Boss. Bonding Boss is Dixie Belle's adhesion and stain blocking primer. I'm going with gray because I'm not quite sure exactly what color I'm gonna be painting this table at this point. Bonding Boss comes in clear, gray, and white. Depending on what you're doing with the furniture, you have many choices of things that you want to use. And then you don't have to worry about adhesion or stain blocking or even smells. It'll take care of all those things. It's definitely a problem solver. I like to coat all my furniture in it just as an insurance policy that my paint is going to go on properly and stay exactly where it's supposed to. I like to also paint this edge to give it a contrast against that wood on top, which I'm going to stain later. I actually painted in a really neutral color, and then Dixie Belle came out with a brand new line called Southern Roots Collection, and I knew I needed this table to be bluegrass. Somehow I didn't press play, so I got none of painting it bluegrass, but look how beautiful this color is. This is just one coat. I go on to do two before I move on to the top. For the top, I'm going to use one of their VooDoo gel stains, which is water-based in charred hickory. I get a chip brush, a plate, shake up my stain really well, put it on the plate, and mist my wood. I can also use their pre-conditioner for wood, but I decided to go with just a little bit of water on this project. I swipe it on the entire piece, and then I'm going to wipe back a little bit so it's a little more see-through than we're coming up with. But it takes up all that yellowy orange color that this wood actually is. You can see here on the left is unfinished with the stain, and the right is finished. So it just takes away some of that orange. Now this little edge, you can see that I got some primer up above where the paint is. So I'm just going to come in with a little artist brush and blend that in so you don't see that. Because if I sand it too hard, I'm going to actually take away from that edge. So we just touch it up to make sure that it blends with the table perfectly and you don't see that anymore. This does happen sometimes when you don't tape things off, but it's okay. You have little brushes and that's what you have paint to touch things up with. You just need a little patience. I gave the entire base a coat of flat sealer before I came in with Best Dang Wax in brown, and I'm just going to do some grungy brown antiquing with some brown wax. This is a water-based wax, so we put it on with a brush and we can lightly wipe it back just to leave a little bit of an impression of that little bit of grunge or antiquing behind. I love the finish that it gives on top of this blue color. Here's a reminder of that table, which before looked hopeless in the thrift store. Now that it's painted, it's got a whole new life, and I can't believe how great it looks. I think it's going to make the perfect end table. I gave it some new hardware, and that new color called bluegrass is just absolutely stunning. What do you guys think of this makeover? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.